Hi all. In last class, we discussed the basic introduction of EEG, right? So, what is EEG? What is a basic definition, and what is the difference between encephalography, and encephalogram? Everything we discussed in last class. As a continuation of that, today class we are going to discuss what is the origin of EEG. Okay, so how this EEG signal is being generated. So we used to say it's electrical activity of brain, electrical activity of neurons, or whatever it is, how actually it is being generated. Okay, that is what we are going to discuss in today class. Okay, so the EEG, irrespective of any kind of cell, okay, if it is in resting state, there will be a potential called resting potential. If the cell is being excited by any stimulus, there it produces some potential that is called action potential, that all we know already. Okay, the same concept here we are using. So the whatever output, the electrical waves or electrical pattern you are getting from ECG, that is actually as a result of graded potential. So here the graded potential is nothing but is the action potential of the dendrites of neurons in the cerebral cortex and other parts of the brain. So that is a collection of a combination of these action potential is used to call this graded potential. So to be short and precise, the graded potential is nothing but the variation around average value of resting potential. Okay, so if you take the average value of resting potential, whatever the variation you are getting, that variation of potential is nothing but graded potential. So as far as EEG concerned, we used to call graded potential in place of action potential. So in other case like ECG, EMG, we use the word called um, action potential, but here we used to say the word called graded potential. The thing is that here we are looking for summation of action potential, or you can say the variation around average value of resting potential. Okay, so this potential is nothing but electric charge which will be transferred from one neuron to another neuron through the post synaptic transmission. So the summation of these electric charges, that is when it transfer from one neuron to another neuron, that potential is nothing but graded potential. It's actually producing the waveform as in a form of electric pattern. That pattern we will get some inference what is the status of brain cells. Okay, so this graded potential is usually found in two forms. One is inhibitory post synaptic potential, another one is excited post synaptic potential. Okay, so let's see what is inhibitory post synaptic potential and exhibitory post synaptic potential. Okay, so the name itself you come to know some idea about what does it mean. The EPSP, that is excited post synaptic potential, these two are nothing but is a membrane potential based on the direction it's going. Whether if it is going towards a positive direction, then it is excited type of potential. Inhibitory means if the membrane potential is going towards negative direction, that is opposite to the stimulus, then it is called inhibitory postsynaptic potential. Here I have given waveform. Okay, so two graph, one is meant for EPSP, another meant for IPSP. So if you see the both are plotted against membrane potential versus time. Okay, so EPSP, already I said it is the excited postsynaptic potential. So here the green and the violet color represents the stimulus waveform for the response of stimulus. Okay, how the membrane potential is being changed or showing some variation whenever the stimulus is given. That is actually what the waveform is, green color one and the violet color one. Okay, so if you see the green color one, once you are giving the stimulus, it's showing positive direction towards a threshold. That is the threshold value of membrane potential for any kind of stimulus. If the stimulus is going towards the positive direction, the stimulus response is going towards positive direction, means then it is called EPSP, whereas IPSP is just opposite to that. Once the stimulus is being given, for that the membrane potential is, if it goes below the value of in negative direction, then it is called the IPSP. This is the two form the graded potential will take, either based on the stimulus you are giving, whether it's strong stimulus or weak stimulus. Either it goes towards positive direction, that is towards upward, and it is called EPSP, or towards downward, then it is called IPSP. Okay, thank you.